how to choose your approach. Because there is a lot of software, how we go in, we jump into the costing. First thing, I will say, the first time we don't have a lot of information, and mostly it must be intuitive. And after we collect all the intuitive, maybe we know we get some orders, we know if we were right, and as soon as we collect some information, we can switch either on analogic, we say it's the same part than this one, or parametric, we make connection between different functions. But also, the first time we can say, okay, I take my time, I need more information, I go through a process, I describe the process, and from the different the precision we get from the operation and the process, and we can have either an analytic approach, and from this analytic approach we can have a parametric approach. And we can make also the loops from the project analytic approach and correct the intuitive approach we get at the beginning. And with the time, after several approaches, we can also, from analytical approach, get sufficient data to make statistics on it. But I make a statement about 50%, not 50%, 50 different costing in order to get correct statistic approach. It can be more. From this, if we, what is the lesson we can, if we want to reduce the risk we take on costing, we need more information. And if we want to be able to control all of the changements, we need to be as low as possible on the process and the description of the process. The setting, the time, the delay in order to implement such a solution, you have it easy. At the first study, we can implement analytic or intuitive. After 10, we can have an analogic approach on intuitive, and statistic, you must wait a little more. I won't comment everything, but in order to position, I use happy face. In green is easy, is dangerous when we get on red. Intuitive, we won't have the relativity. Analogical is not you won't depend a lot of money in order to make it to put it, but you will have a problem for changement, you will have a problem of relativity, and you are not sure you will get the right price. Analytical, as soon as you have all the description of the process, you are right. Maybe you have passed on one or two operations. Maybe you don't cover everything, but with a software, a cost calculator or cost simulation, it will give you a price relative to machining rules or machining experience. You will get a price, but this cost, is a correct cost. Maybe you will be able to optimize this cost afterwards, but the price that the software gives you, you are sure that you will be able to copy it really. Parametrical approach, I won't say is really a correct approach for companies, because come from intuitive. The rules are not, is made on experience maybe, but you multiply sensitivity feature in order to get the price, and you are not sure by the time passing that these rules are still true. The statistical approach costs a lot. You can, through this approach, you can quote large project, and it's maybe the only one to be able to quote when you don't have access to data. But having a costing software or costing simulator, there is a lot of challenge for you afterwards. First thing is to be able to correct or modify the price you get from the software and the real price. And so you have to match it and to verify every 6 months that the price are still in phase. Second challenge, you get to make your quotation, you get data coming from technical, but also data coming from the price of the raw material and so on. And every week, 2 weeks, month, you have to update this table. After, even if you have trained to the software, as every software, or CAD software, or CAM software, there is the basic classes, but you have to follow or to attend the advance because you want to be more precise. You want to have a better return, a better delay, and so customization is important. For me, the two next points are the most important. Costing must not stay a part of CAD, must not stay a part of ERP. It's a global chain, and even if the entry point is costing and not ERP or not CAD file, at the end, all the data, all the process must be in the ERP when a company has an ERP system. After, costing in the group is a lot of mechanical subcontractors in France has different location. And when you get a part to cost to this different subsidiary, price can be largely different because the data, because the experience, because the optimization is different. So after, we have to implement the rule of the customization to the different subsidiary. We want also to vulgarize all the costing tool. Costing is important in the OEM office. Costing is also important in design office because if we design a part inside of the objective cost, we are a chance that at the end, the price of the manufactured part will be in this cost. But so we want to have this costing tool as much as possible upper in the product life cycle. And the third, the last thing is more about education. Sure, before we receive a drawing with all the detail of your part, and as soon as you have the paper, you lose the numeric chain, you are out of the numeric chain, and you have to enter the data, you lose time, and at the end, the cost is more expensive. If we are able, through the purchaser, through the sales people, to say, hey guys, can you give me a file, a neutral file, but a 3D file, 3D numerical file. We are able to recognize this file and to do a quick costing.